In this video, we're uncovering some of the most horrific crimes ever committed. Crimes that didn't happen in dangerous neighborhoods or hidden backstreets, but behind screens. And the victims? They weren't adults. They were innocent children. Today, we'll take you deep into the darkest corners of the internet, where the unthinkable is recorded, bought, and shared. So make sure you watch until the end, because each case reveals disturbing truths that are hard to imagine. In early 2025, authorities in New York uncovered one of the most troubling child safety cases of the year. A 23-year-old man named Ramel Warner, known online by the alias Mena. Warner, a Brooklyn native, had been hired by a local family to care for their 7-year-old son. He wasn't a stranger to the community. In fact, he had also been involved in several after-school and children's dance programs, making him a trusted figure in the eyes of many parents. But what no one knew was that behind Warner's friendly exterior was someone living a secret and harmful life online. The shocking truth came to light when Warner was left alone with the 7-year-old boy in 2022. During one of those babysitting sessions, Warner committed a serious violation of trust, an unthinkable act that would only be the beginning of a much deeper and more disturbing discovery. Warner didn't just commit the act. He documented the incident using his personal devices, creating multiple videos that captured highly inappropriate content. Then, he uploaded the material to a hidden corner of the internet, often used to share unlawful content. It was these videos that ultimately led to his capture. Soon after they were uploaded, automated safety systems designed to detect harmful material flagged the footage. The files were quickly tracked through child protection networks and escalated to federal law enforcement, triggering a full-scale response involving the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, the FBI's New York office, and the NYPD's Special Task Force. Working carefully, agents conducted a digital forensic analysis of the uploaded material. All evidence pointed to one location, Warner's apartment in Brooklyn. Investigators obtained a federal search warrant, and upon entering the residence, they uncovered a large digital archive of prohibited content involving minors, confirming their worst fears. On January 28, 2025, a grand jury indicted Warner. He was arrested the following day, January 29th, and was quickly arraigned and detained while awaiting trial. The charges filed against him were extensive. Warner faced counts related to the exploitation of a child, inappropriate conduct, and the creation and distribution of restricted material. In federal court, Warner pleaded guilty to all counts. He is now awaiting sentencing and is expected to receive a federal prison sentence of at least 15 to 30 years. Meanwhile, the investigation remains open, as authorities believe there may be additional individuals affected who have yet to come forward. Before we get into the second story, take a moment to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our next videos. Your support means a lot. In 2025, the internet's darkest corners revealed one of its most disturbing secrets. Louis Donald Mendonsa, a 62-year-old man from Sacramento, California. To most, he was just another older man living a quiet life. But behind his screen, he was running not one, not two, but 4 different dark web websites dedicated entirely to harmful and illegal material involving minors. His platforms were filled with deeply troubling videos and images, some showing victims as young as infants and toddlers, thousands of files, some uploaded by him, others shared and discussed by his network of users. And Mendonsa? He was the moderator, the person who kept it all running. He used the Tor network to hide. He didn't even use internet from his own home. He sat inside cafes and coffee shops, places full of unsuspecting customers, and used their public Wi-Fi to upload videos, approve content, and communicate with users. It wasn't just about viewing. Mendonsa enforced forum rules, posted new content, and kept the network alive for over a year, between late 2021 and late 2022, all of it fueled by cryptocurrency and complete anonymity. But eventually, it all came crashing down. In November 2022, federal agents moved in. His home was searched. They found over 6,500 inappropriate files on his laptop and more than 11,000 additional ones hidden on hard drives, every one of them evidence. He was arrested, charged, and in April 2024, Mendonsa pleaded guilty. 7 counts of distribution, 1 count of possession. The damage he caused was beyond words. Finally, in February 2025, Louis Donald Mendonsa was sentenced to 24 years and 4 months in federal prison. No parole, no second chances. The case was part of Project Safe Childhood, and a reminder that some of the most dangerous predators don't hide in shadows anymore. They hide behind screens. Between 2021 and 2025, a hidden platform operated in total secrecy on the dark web. Its name was Kidflix, and behind that innocent-sounding name was a digital hell. It became one of the largest child abuse platforms ever uncovered, with a user base that spanned the globe. Kidflix wasn't some amateur setup. It functioned like a full-fledged media empire on the dark web, complete with user accounts, rankings, private chat rooms, and tens of thousands of streaming videos. Users paid for access using cryptocurrencies, which were converted into platform tokens. These tokens could unlock higher quality content, low, medium, or high resolution, and could also be earned by uploading material, tagging videos, or verifying existing content. The more disturbing the upload, the more tokens a user could earn. Some of the most horrific material was accessible only to high-ranking members who shared their own abuse footage in return. By early 2025, Kidflix had grown to over 1.8 million registered users, hosting more than 91,000 unique videos, totaling over 6,288 hours of abuse, some involving children as young as infants. While the platform thrived in the shadows, law enforcement agencies around the world were already preparing to bring it down. That effort would come to be known as Operation Stream, an unprecedented multinational takedown led by Bavarian police, the Bavarian Cybercrime Office, Europol, and supported by agencies across 35 countries, including the United States, Canada, and the Netherlands. On March 11, 2025, coordinated raids were launched across multiple nations. The platform's servers were seized, its infrastructure dismantled, and its reign finally brought to an end. But seizing Kidflix was just the beginning. Authorities recovered user databases, Bitcoin transaction records, encrypted chats, and digital trails that would go on to identify a massive web of offenders. So far, nearly 1,400 suspects have been identified globally. At least 79 individuals have been arrested, and over 3,000 electronic devices have been seized as part of the ongoing investigation. Perhaps most importantly, 39 children were rescued from active abuse situations as a direct result of enforcement actions. Among those arrested were repeat offenders already in law enforcement databases, including individuals in positions of trust, teachers, religious leaders, and even government employees. Officials from Europol called the takedown one of the largest child exploitation crackdowns in history, warning that platforms like Kidflix show just how much abuse networks have evolved, mimicking legitimate streaming services to grow their reach and evade detection. At the time of the platform's shutdown, around 72,000 active videos were still available for streaming or download. But today, Kidflix is gone. Its homepage now displays a seizure banner from the Department of Justice and its international partners. But the fight isn't over. Authorities are still combing through thousands of user accounts, IP addresses, and payment logs, a global hunt to identify predators who thought they'd never be caught. Now that you've heard these stories, which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. We read everyone. And before you go, if you think these are the only horrors happening on the dark web, you might be wrong. We've uncovered even more chilling stories in our Dark Web Stories playlist. I recommend you check it out. Thank you for watching.